Let's get straight to it. Number 10. The bottled water lie. You're at the airport. You're thirsty. You walk past a water fountain that's free, but you grab a bottle of Glacier spring water for $4. It's in a sleek blue bottle with a mountain on it. The label says alkaline and electrolyte enhanced. You feel healthy. Here's the truth. Most bottled water is just tap water. Dasani and Aquafina both come from municipal water supplies. They run it through a filter and call it purified. That's it. Asterisk asterisk, to be fair, some spring water brands do come from real springs, but many don't. And the FDA's definition is loose enough to drive a truck through. Asterisk asterisk, the alkaline water, your stomach acid instantly neutralizes it. The electrolytes, you get more from a banana. Some brands drill a well, call it a spring, and charge you 2,000 times what tap water costs. Tap water in the US costs about $0.005 per gallon. That $4 bottle is about $0.001 worth of water. The rest is plastic, shipping, and a picture of a mountain that makes you feel like you're drinking from an alpine stream. You're not. You're drinking from a pipe in Newark that someone put a fancy label on. Number 9. The generic drug game. Your doctor prescribes a medication. You go to the pharmacy. The pharmacist asks, do you want the brand name or generic? The brand name costs $150. The generic costs $10. You think generic must be weaker. It's not. The FDA requires generic drugs to have the exact same active ingredient, strength, dosage form, and route of administration. That means the molecule in your body is identical. The only difference is the shape of the pill, the color, and the price. Brand name companies spend billions on advertising. The TV commercials with people dancing in fields, the magazine ads, the samples they give doctors. You're paying for that. Generic companies spend almost nothing on marketing. They just make the molecule. A 2019 study in JAMA found that generic drugs save the US healthcare system over $300 billion a year. But patients still ask for the brand name because they think it's better. It's not. It's the same chemical. Your liver cannot read the label. Number 8. The HDMI cable scam. You just bought a new TV. The salesperson tells you that you need a high-speed, 8K ready, gold-plated, braided HDMI cable for $120. Or you could buy one on Amazon for $7. They do the exact same thing. HDMI is a digital signal. It either gets there or it doesn't. There's no better picture or richer color with a more expensive cable. A $7 cable sends the same ones and zeros as a $120 cable. The only exception is very long runs, over 50 feet, where better shielding might help. But for the cable from your TV to your console, it's pointless. Consumer Reports tested this. They found zero difference in picture quality between a $5 cable and a $100 cable. Best Buy makes about 80% profit on their cables. That's why the salesperson pushes them so hard. You don't need gold-plated connectors. You don't need ferrite cores. You need a cable that works. That's all. Number 7. The designer sunglasses racket. You walk into a sunglass store. A pair of Ray-Bans costs $180. Next to them, a generic pair with the same shape and UV protection costs $20. The generic pair blocks 100% of UV rays, just like the Ray-Bans, because UV protection is a coating that costs pennies. The frame is plastic. The lenses are plastic. The total manufacturing cost of a pair of designer sunglasses is around $5 to $10. The rest is branding, marketing, and the little logo on the side. Most designer sunglasses are made by a single Italian company called Luxottica. They own Ray-Ban, Oakley, Passol, and they manufacture for Chanel, Prada, Versace. They control the retail stores too, Sunglass Hut, LensCrafters, Pearl Vision. They set the price across the board, so that $180 pair and the $180 pair next to it. Same parent company, same factory, different logo. Your eyes cannot see the brand name. Number 6. The organic food fantasy. You're in the grocery store. Organic apples cost $3 per pound. Conventional apples cost $1.50. You buy organic because you think it's healthier. The science says otherwise. A meta-analysis of 237 studies found no significant difference in vitamin content between organic and conventional produce. Organic farming uses pesticides too, just different ones, often in higher volumes because they are less effective. The USDA organic label means 95% of the ingredients were grown without synthetic fertilizers or sewage sludge. It doesn't mean more nutritious. Now, organic does have lower pesticide residues, and it's better for farm worker exposure and sometimes for soil health. But for your personal nutrition, the apple doesn't care how it was grown. The organic industry is worth over $60 billion because they've convinced you that natural is better. But cyanide is natural. Arsenic is natural. The word organic on a label is a marketing term, not a health guarantee. You're paying double for the same apple with a sticker that makes you feel superior. Number 5. The printer ink heist. Your printer runs out of ink. A new cartridge for your HP or Canon costs $40, but you can buy a remanufactured cartridge for $12. It's the same ink. Sometimes it's literally the same cartridge refilled. Printer companies sell printers at a loss because they know you'll be trapped buying overpriced ink forever. The ink inside the cartridge costs about $1 to make. The rest is packaging, marketing, and the little chip that tells your printer to reject third-party cartridges. Some printers have been designed to refuse to print when the ink is low even if there's ink left. A class-action lawsuit revealed that empty cartridges still had up to 40% of their ink. The printer lied to you. The entire industry is a trap. You're not buying ink. You're buying permission to use the machine you already own. Number 4. The vitamin charade. You stand in the supplement aisle. One bottle of vitamin D says clinically tested and costs $25. Another bottle has the same dosage and costs $8. Both contain cholecalciferol. That's the chemical name for vitamin D. It's identical. The FDA does not regulate supplements for effectiveness, only for safety. That means any company can put supports immune health on the label without any proof. A 2017 study found that 80% of supplement companies made claims not backed by science. The expensive bottle has a better font and a doctor-recommended sticker that means nothing. Your body cannot tell the difference. The cheap vitamin dissolves just as fast, absorbs just as well, and costs 70% less. You're paying for a vitamin you probably don't need anyway. Most people get enough from sunlight and food, but the industry convinces you that you're deficient, so you'll buy their expensive placebo. Number 3. The diamond industry fraud. A diamond engagement ring costs $5,000. A lab-made diamond looks identical, has the same chemical composition, and costs $1,000. De Beers, the diamond cartel, convinced the world that diamonds are rare and romantic. They are not rare. De Beers stockpiles diamonds to keep prices high. The 4 Cs, cut, color, clarity, carat, were invented by the industry to make you think you're an expert. Lab-made diamonds are real diamonds. They test as diamonds. They sparkle as diamonds. But the diamond industry fought for decades to keep them out of the market. Now they sell them too, at a 50% markup. The only difference between a natural diamond and a lab diamond is that one came from the ground, often from a conflict zone, and the other came from a machine. Your partner cannot tell the difference. Your wallet can. Number 2. The college textbook racket. Your professor hands you a syllabus. A new textbook costs $300. An international edition of the same book costs $30. Same content. Same page numbers. Different cover. Textbook publishers release new editions every 3 years with minor changes, reordered chapters, new photos, a different font. They do this to kill the used book market. The real cost of producing a textbook is the first edition. After that, printing costs are trivial. But they've captured the market by bundling access codes for online homework. You can't buy a used book because you need the new code. That code costs $100. The book is $200. The publisher makes $300 whether you like it or not. Some students have spent over $1,000 a semester on books. The same information is often available for free online. But the system is rigged. You're not paying for knowledge. You're paying for a permission slip. Number 1. The coffee shop siren. You order a latte. It's $6. You could make it at home for 50 cents. The coffee shop uses the same beans you can buy at the grocery store. The milk is the same. The cup costs pennies. You're paying for the ambience, the Wi-Fi, and the mermaid logo. Starbucks has a gross profit margin of nearly 60%. They charge $6 for a drink that costs $2.50 to make, and that $2.50 includes labor, rent, and everything else. The coffee itself is about 10 cents. You're not paying for caffeine. You're paying for a third place, a status symbol, and the dopamine hit of the barista writing your name on the cup. There's a reason they call it a siren. She's singing to you, and you're happily swimming toward the rocks with your wallet open. That's it for this video. More on the way. Subscribe to catch them.